God gives grace, with the birth of John the Baptist also recognized as a sign of mercy towards Israel. A man sent by God who brings hope and confidence of a better future because he is Christ-centered and oriented towards the true Messiah. Thus, Brother Ibrahim Faltas, vicar of the Custody of the Holy Land, in his homily during the first Vespers of St. John the Baptist, on the afternoon of the 23rd of June at the chapel dedicated to him in the monastery of St. John in the desert. This place is reminiscent of austerity and prayer. The friars of the Custody of the Holy Land and the local faithful participated vividly in the celebration, following in the footsteps of the one who is the model of the disciple and the icon of the missionary. We need John the Baptist. He is one who wanted to change the world, a new world, a more human world, a more fraternal world, turned to God by faith and works. And we need someone as courageous as John the Baptist, who cries out in the desert, who cries out for truth, for peace, and then also to be true witnesses of Christ. At the end of the celebration, a procession made its way to the grotto where, according to tradition, Elizabeth hid from the slaughter of the innocents. After the Veneration, the Gospel was proclaimed, recounting the beginning of John's preaching on the bank of the Jordan. On the morning of the 24th of June, Brother Francesco Patton, Custos of the Holy Land, presided at the Holy Mass in Ein Karem, in the church commemorating the birth of John. Several priests concelebrated. Local Christians and those from different religious communities were present. For the Koinonia community of John the Baptist, which has this saint as its patron, it was a joy and an honor to experience this solemnity together with the local church. For Ambra, the place and the celebration are an opportunity to remember the promises that the Lord continues to fulfill in our lives today.
The challenge is to keep them in the heart and also to keep repeating them, to make them come alive, because the time comes when He realizes them, because nothing is impossible for God. We see from Saint Elizabeth and Zacharias, they were old, she was barren, yet despite this, the Lord fulfilled His promise to give them a son. So yes, it is a joy to be here and to remember together what the Lord has done, can do, and will do for each of us.
In his homily, the Custos highlighted the meaning of the names of this family, which still today continue to be a message from God to us. Zechariah means, the Lord remembered. Elizabeth can be translated as, God swore. And John means, the Lord did mercy. Zechariah and Elizabeth were helped by God in living this special vocation of giving birth to John the Baptist. He is the forerunner, the one who announces Jesus present in the world. And they were helped in a strange way too, if you like, because Zechariah is helped by becoming mute. It is something that makes us reflect, because when we cannot speak, we are forced to reflect more, to enter into ourselves, to meditate. And in fact, we can see when, after those 9 months of silence, Zechariah's tongue loosens up and he sings the Benedictus. This beautiful canticle in which he remembers precisely that God has kept his oath, remembered his promises, and done mercy. And so also Elizabeth seems to me to be a very beautiful figure in this hiding.
In questo suo nascondersi.
At the end of the Holy Mass, to the singing of the Te Deum, those present went in procession to the grotto of St. John's birth. They venerated the holy place and listened to the word of God, bringing to life the memory of the great deeds that the Lord has accomplished. A time also to experience the grace of Franciscan encounter and fraternity. The communities present in Ein Karem prepared everything to receive the guests.